This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. First this evening, new security measures will be implemented on campuses in the Sarasota County School District just in time for the start of school on Monday. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo is here to explain exactly what may help improve student safety. Dwayne.
Well, Haley, one of the main goals for district officials is barring visitors from venturing beyond the main office. And more importantly, keeping parents at ease, making sure their kids stay safe.
Just days away from the first day of school, the staff at Lakeview Elementary are working to make sure all students stay safe.
I am thrilled to have more security on my campus.
Principal Lisa Wheatley once had an open campus. Now with fencing around the school, security is a bit different.
It's really one entry now. People who want to come on campus have to come through the front office.
And it's all due to the district's security enhancement to make sure no one gets on campus uninvited. Sarasota's Director of Safety and Security, Michael Andreas, implementing new safety procedures.
So we've introduced access control to certain doors, certain access ways. We've tied that in with fencing, and in the case of Lakeview, an improved front office area, which is really a single point of access.
We do have a little a swiper that we'll be using to get in everywhere.
Second grade teacher Victoria Tyler and others will have the ability to enter certain points on campus. Visitors will also be required to wear red lanyards when on school grounds, signifying who's an approved visitor. Officials saying the color also shows up well on security cameras. Andrea says it's just another precaution with more than 100,000 visitors coming into Sarasota schools throughout the year.
So it's all about, parents, they have an expectation that their kids are safe when they drop their kids off at a school.
Introducing these new procedures tailor-made for specific schools.
So there are different safety security projects happening across the district, so no one site is exactly like another.
Now, Booker, Laurel Nokomis, Sarasota, and Venice middle schools are just a few of the district schools that will be changing security procedures. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Dwayne. New information about the man accused of killing 2 workers at a Longboat Key resort. Police arrested Daryl Hanna Jr. Wednesday, charging him with armed robbery and 2 counts of second-degree murder. Police say Hanna shot and killed a security guard and a manager at the Zota Beach Resort last Friday. Yesterday, a Manatee County judge denied bond for Hanna. He is a former security guard himself. And Longboat Key police say one tool helped them find the suspect in this double murder. Police Chief Pete Cummings said the Key's license plate readers played a role in this case. The scanners, which have been used for 3 years now, photograph and store every license plate that drives by, alerting law enforcement to an issue with a tag, a car, or a driver. It's a tool that is particularly useful when the time and place of a crime is known. Some have concerns, though, about these cameras.
When you aggregate data on people's movements and whereabouts and comings and goings, it reveals a lot about that person and their habits, and we think that's too much of a privacy invasion.
Bradenton Beach's police chief says he would like to have these license plate readers, especially after seeing their use in this case. The Florida Highway Patrol wants drivers to be careful driving near large trucks. Troopers will begin a new safety campaign, ticketing aggressive cars and truck drivers. They'll be looking for drivers who follow other vehicles closely, speed, and make unsafe lane changes. During last year's campaign, FHP troopers issued 67,000 citations related to aggressive driving behaviors. A soggy July pushed back the construction schedule for the Fort Hamer Bridge, but now Manatee County has a new opening date, so mark your calendars for Saturday, September 23rd. That is finally when you'll be able to drive over the repaired bridge. The Fort Hamer Bridge will run still as planned at the end of this month, but this run will just be for runners and not for cars. And now we're going to get a check on our forecast. Bob, I know a lot of people awaiting the opening of that, hoping their commute gets a little bit better.
Yeah, alleviating some traffic around that area. It looks like it may be delayed, but you have to wait. All good things come to those who wait, right? Here's a look at the showers and storms off in the Gulf right now. Most of the activity there continue to push away. There's a little lobe of energy in the upper level of the atmosphere, which kicked off some showers and a few thunderstorms this evening, bringing some heavy rain at times. Now the rain is lessening right there. You can see it calming down a bit near Anna Maria Island, also in northwest Bradenton. And we had some heavy rainfall earlier into East Manatee County. Just some light rain now across the region. We're not anticipating anything too significant overnight. And you can see that one lone shower just still hanging on right there on State Road, again, 64, right around State Road 64 near Palmasola. Elsewhere, some showers east of the interstate, but that is about it. Currently, we have some clouds around and the temperature at 79 degrees, a little light rain now at the airport, and the dew point temperature way up there at 76. Your weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. If you are a Verizon wireless customer and you had some issues getting a connection, you're not alone. More than 1,100 customers reported outages online. We spoke to Verizon staff. They say they're looking into resolving the issue as soon as possible, but they don't have an estimated time on when it will be fixed, although they say the company's maps do not show any sign of a network outage. So more to come on that. Florida Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam holds the top fundraising spot for the 2018 race for governor. He has more than $12.3 million of unspent cash for his campaign. Just last month, his political committee, Florida Grown, raised more than $1 million, bringing his fundraising total close to $15 million since 2015. Putnam has some more competition coming up. Senate Appropriations Chairman Jack Lotvala filed paperwork today as the second major candidate in the Republican field. And the state is already looking to replace Putnam. Former House member Baxter Troutman put up $2.5 million of his own money for his campaign. State Senator Denise Grimsley and State Representative Matt Caldwell each raised six figures just in the last month as a four-way Republican primary gets set up. Orlando businessman Paul Paulson and Democratic candidate Michael Christine are also competing in this race to become the Commissioner of Agriculture. Former Hillsborough County Circuit Judge Ashley Moody is taking on State Representative Jay Fant in the race to become Florida's Attorney General. Moody just started fundraising in June and has already raised $607,000. Over 3 months, Fant has brought in $163,000 to his campaign. Attorney Ryan Torrens is running as a Democratic candidate. Repeated warnings from President Trump and defiant North Korea not backing down. The tensions continue to rise as the two leaders trade barbs for the third day in a row. The president's latest promise saying the military is locked and loaded. ABC's Emily Rao is in Washington with the latest.
As President Trump met with his national security team at his Bedminster Golf Club, B-1 bombers were flying practice missions above the Pacific.
If he does anything with respect to Guam or any place else that's an American territory or an American ally, he will truly regret it, and he will regret it fast.
For the third day in a row, the president sending a clear message.
If anything happens to Guam, there's going to be big, big trouble in North Korea.
U.S. officials insisting they're ready.
The U.S. military has been planning for North Korean aggression for 60 years. They're ready, and they're not going to get caught off guard.
But the U.S. territory of Guam sitting in the crosshairs.
It's pretty scary, the thought of it.
The government distributing pamphlets detailing how to shelter in place in case of attack by sealing off doors and windows, and families trying to go about their lives with that specific threat from North Korea fast approaching.
We're staying calm, living our lives, but yet at the same time making preparations.
President Trump is staying tight-lipped about specific military options, but we do know those back-channel negotiations that have been going on with North Korea for months continue. Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington.
And straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your weekend forecast. Plus, two JetBlue airplanes diverted just hours apart. What may have caused some crew member sicknesses? And the case against Taylor Swift dismissed, but her mother and promotions director's cases, those have yet to wrap up. More on that coming up.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
This is an important medical announcement. Barred IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a barred IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Barred Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the barred IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Bob, in some areas, a little bit of a rainy Friday night.
Yeah, a little unusual, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't normally see this kind of pattern. It's been sometimes in the morning near the coast and then scattered about inland and then late night showers and storms here. It's going to stay that way, too, it looks like, over the weekend. So a chance for scattered showers and storms at any time during the day. This is from Rosedale, right there off State Road 70. Doug sending this beautiful shot in of some towering cumulonimbus clouds that were around as the sun was setting. And then Turtle Rock in Sarasota. Carol Baker getting that photo as well. You can see some of the storms off in the distance there in Palmetto. David Logan showing some clouds around, but generally partly cloudy skies right around sunset in Palmetto. And you can see from the radar picture over the past couple of hours, a lot of rain still around the East Coast with that surface low pressure area, which has no chance of developing into anything tropical now. The National Hurricane Center no longer interested in that at all. But this upper level feature continues to drift off to the southwest. It'll be close enough to us tomorrow to initiate a few showers in the Gulf of Mexico, it looks like, too. So we'll keep that in the forecast. Boy, the rain came down heavy with one cell in particular right there in eastern portions of Manatee County near Duet and places to the south. Not everyone got the rain, you can tell. Pretty quiet. Bayshore Gardens up into Bradenton for the most part in Palmetto. Had a little bit of a brief shower there, but all in all, some areas got up to 3 inches while others, no rain. And 79 right now. There's a little bit of rain at the airport still continuing at this hour. The heat index not a factor. Southeast winds are at 5, very light, and the pressure is high at 30.05 inches. The high today warmed to 90. That's right at the average. The low this morning was warm at 79 and 95 the record. 0.25 of an inch of rainfall at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. And as far as the temperatures go, upper 70s now at Sarasota, Orlando, and Jacksonville, 80 in Miami, and 84 in Key West. The forecast tomorrow, calling for variable clouds tomorrow. Look for some sunshine at times and a chance for scattered showers at any time. As I mentioned, near the coast, there's a chance tomorrow morning just after sunrise for some of that activity to work inland. And then the main focus will be inland after the, say, 2, 3 o'clock hour. And we'll show you that in the forecast radar picture. This is becoming more organized now. This is a tropical system, a little tropical disturbance, if you will, that the Hurricane Center is watching, and they're upping their chances on this developing over the next couple of days and then beyond. But the news is everything seems to be working well with this. The high pressure located near Bermuda is going to steer this thing away from the Bahamas, it looks like, and from Florida, obviously. 60% chance of developing the next 5 days. 40 over the next 2 days, and that's up from 20 earlier. And there's the forecast path and track as it works its way around the periphery of the western edge of that high-pressure ridge off of Bermuda. So the forecast tonight, showers ending, but then here's 7 a.m. This particular model indicating some showers developing in the Gulf of Mexico and then getting a little bit more widespread. Now, I don't think it'll be quite this intense, but we will see some showers out there. And then the main focus after, say, 2 o'clock will be east of I-75, pushing toward the central portion of the state. Well, the RPM forecast model on this is showing it to become a tropical depression at least by Sunday as it tracks off to the north and eventually off to the northeast, keeping everything away from us. And looks like we'll see showers scattered about both on Saturday and Sunday, then back to more afternoon and evening variety of storms. Cooler in Toronto and Detroit, in the 60s and low 70s there in Chicago. 69 degrees now, 88 in Dallas, and temperatures staying cool over the northern plains. East winds turn to the southwest, only at 5 knots tomorrow, so very light winds and steering currents for those showers. Mostly smooth conditions on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature at 90 degrees. The heat UV index will be at an 8. The heat index, by the way, up near 100 once again in the afternoon. High tide 4:07. Low tide will be at 10:50. Mostly cloudy, warm and muggy. Still a 30% chance for a few isolated showers developing tomorrow. A rain chance at 40%. Otherwise, partly cloudy. And the extended forecast does call for 40% on Sunday and Monday, and then back to 50% chances for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And those will be in the afternoon and evening that we're typically familiar with coming back toward the coast after inland development. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. The Florida daycare worker charged in the death of a 3-year-old boy appeared in court today. Deborah St. Charles is charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child in the death of Miles Hill. Orlando police say St. Charles was the driver of the daycare van where he was found. This young boy was found, and this was on Monday. Police believe he may have been left in the van for up to 11 hours before being discovered. According to an arrest affidavit, St. Charles told police she never did a head count of passengers before parking the van for the day. She's being held on a $30,000 bond. A judge subpoenaed the live-in advisor at a Penn State fraternity house to appear in court. 19-year-old Tim Piazza, a pledge, died in that house in February. The preliminary hearing for the fraternity brothers took place today. Defense attorneys say the advisor, Tim Bream, may have had knowledge of the party where Piazza became intoxicated and died after falling down a flight of stairs. They say the 56-year-old also may have advised fraternity members to delete text messages to try to hide the accident. Bream has not been charged with anything at this point. 2 JetBlue airplanes were diverted just hours apart from one another. A JetBlue flight bound for San Diego from Boston diverted to Buffalo after reports of fumes and dizziness from crew members on board. One passenger telling a local newspaper he smelled gas, describing it as overpowering. Just hours earlier, a different diversion from another JetBlue flight heading to Barbados, returning to Fort Lauderdale because of 3 flight attendants complaining of headaches.
It's a safety issue that the airline should be addressing, and the regulators should be making the airlines address it, and they're not.
According to safety experts, the source of those fumes could be bleed air. That is the air used to pressurize the cabin, which is actually directed from the engines on almost all planes. There is an additive containing a toxin in the engine's oil, so an oil leak could mean fumes in the cabin. A judge has dismissed a former DJ's case against Taylor Swift, but he kept the federal lawsuit against the singer's mother and the radio promotions director. David Mueller was suing the 3, saying allegations that he groped Swift were false and led to his firing. Swift testified Mueller did grope her at a meet and greet in June of 2013, calling the incident, quote, horrifying and shocking. She has countersued Mueller for alleged assault and battery. A jury will hear closing arguments in the case against Swift's mother and the promotions director on Monday and hear closing arguments in Swift's countersuit against Mueller. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Take a look at this. I mean, why wouldn't you? Is this you dressing up? Or?
This is it. This is as far as it goes.
And this is a great dress if you're eating and you don't want to get food on the bottom part of your dress as well. It's got like a whole thing going.
A flap.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate,
or shop at Goodwill.
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Now, sports.
Fans getting their first look at the 2017 version of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs kicking off the preseason tonight in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Jameis Winston completed 9 of 13, passing for 99 yards. Ryan Fitzpatrick made a good initial impression, with the Bucs completing his first series with a 6-yard touchdown run, before the Cincinnati Bengals pulled away to a 23-12 victory over the Bucs. Dallas Cowboys, they have suspended running back Ezekiel Elliott for 6 games. This comes after a year-long NFL investigation of his domestic violence case in Ohio. Prosecutors decided more than a year ago not to pursue the case involving Elliott's then-girlfriend. But the league said there was still substantial evidence that Elliott had physical confrontations last summer with his ex-girlfriend. The Rays are still in the wild card hunt, trying to win 2 games in as many days against a hot Cleveland Indians team. That was a good one. It was a pretty tight game with no runs scored for both teams until the 5th. The Indians went on a tear, though, scoring 5 in 1 inning. Cleveland pitcher Carlos Carrasco taking a no-hit bid against the Rays into late innings. The Rays manage only 3 hits, losing 5-0. The Rays are now a half game back in the wild card spot. The Miami Marlins intend to sign an agreement to sell the team to a group that includes former New York Yankees star Derek Jeter. That's according to a person familiar with the negotiations. The person said the MLB has been told the sales price will be about $1.2 million to the group, which includes more than 10 entities. Venture capitalist Bruce Sherman would be the controlling owner, and Jeter would be in charge of baseball operations. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's lotto numbers right after this.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, We provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Window.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
ABC7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
You now have a place to go if you ever feel like living like Donald Trump before he was president and before he was a multimillionaire. President Trump's childhood home is now available for rent on Airbnb. And even before the first guest checked in, CNN's Jeannie Moe's got a tour.
Knock, knock. Oh, it's you. Taking you on a tour of what may be Airbnb's most unusual listing, the childhood home of Donald Trump. The address in the New York City borough of Queens is on the president's birth certificate, and now, for $725 a night, you can stay here too. Look what's waiting to greet guests in the living room.
Who would be glad to sit with you and watch television, Fox News late into the night?
Back when he was running for president, the house was for sale.
I had a really good childhood. I was, oh, that's sad to look at that. I want to buy it. I want to.
It last sold for just over $2 million. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. Photos of the Donald are all over. So is The Art of the Deal. Is there a copy of this, like of the Bible, in every room?
Oh, absolutely.
The leaseholders have furnished the house in period furniture to reflect the 1946 to 1950 era when Trump the newborn came to live here for 4 or 5 years. It smells like Grandma's house. It's chock full of bunk beds to accommodate guests. This is believed to be young Donald's bedroom with a view of the flag.
In the Airbnb listing, the owner says, quote, it says, "I live in one of the bedrooms which will not be accessible to you," which is also what Melania told Donald when she moved into the White House.
Imagine how the president would describe this property.
Like the world has never seen.
A sun porch, like the world has never seen. A walk-in closet, like the world has never seen. Interior decoration, like the world has never seen. Now this, the world has seen. In the master bedroom, there's a plaque. In this bedroom, Donald J. Trump was likely conceived.
The likes of which this world has never seen before.
Genie Mose, but not on this exact bed.
No, this is a new bed.
New York.
It's actually a really nice house.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
No.
It's 7:25 at night. I don't know if I can. It's a little steep for me.
I mean, that's why I think that's why they have all the bunk beds, so you just like get all your
Bunch of people,
friends
yeah.
and everybody bunks up together and splits the cost.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep. Have a great weekend.